Thanks for joining us for Turn the Page with Paige, brought to you by Southwestern Illinois College. I'm your host, Paige Hulsey. We bring you a special episode today featuring one of the strongest, most resilient young authors I have ever met. Drew Patchin is an author, a brother, a 7th grade student in the Parkway School District, and a warrior. When he was just 6 years old, Drew was diagnosed with brain cancer. Since then, Drew has conquered radiation without sedation, multiple surgeries, and new clinical trials. His stubborn cancer, though, has returned 4 times, forcing Drew to do so many hard things, including too many needle pokes to count. But Drew, he is a young man with a plan, and he took a mindful approach and turned it into a children's book to inspire other kids. And you can get your copy now of Marshmallow Can Do Hard Things. We are so fortunate to have author Drew Patchin joining us today in studio, as well as his mom, Jennifer. Thank you both for being here. Drew, tell me who else you have with you who looks so cozy and comfortable here. Who's this?
My mom and my service dog, Snoopy.
Your service dog, Snoopy, who is so sweet. So, Drew, I agree with you. I hear you don't like pokes, you don't like needles. I think a lot of people would agree with you. Why has that been such a hard part of your treatment?
Because they hurt.
Yeah, they do. You're right. You know, and sometimes we just got to be honest about that. But you made up a plan and you put it in your book, Marshmallow Can Do Hard Things. You call it Drew's Poke Plan. What is part of your plan that helps you get through those tough pokes?
Help find the vein and Snoopy comes.
You help find the vein and Snoopy comes, and you can tell Snoopy makes a big difference. So again, that part of Drew's plan is in his book, and doing hard things, that's really the core message of Marshmallow Can Do Hard Things. Drew, can you tell me more about this story and the book that you made?
In the book, Marshmallow's family helps him make plans to get through all the scary things.
Marshmallow's family helps him get through all the scary things. And you're a lucky guy because you have a family helping you get through some of those scary things too, like your mom. Can you tell me more about the process of making this book for your family?
Yes, so an organization called Books That Heal allows medical kids to write books, and they allowed us, Drew would write the story and send it in. They hired a professional illustrator to actually illustrate the story and bring it to life. And then they sent us the drafts and we were able to edit a little bit. And before you know it, it was on Amazon for the whole world to buy. So it was a really easy process that Books That Heal allowed Drew to partake in, and they allow medical kids all over the country to do that.
Did you hear what she said? The whole world could buy, and the whole world has bought. I mean, your book is literally across the globe. It's being bought on different continents. Thousands of copies are being sold. It is very remarkable. So, Drew, your message is getting to other kids. When those kids read your book, what do you want them to remember? What do you want them to feel or think?
Anyone can do hard things.
Anyone can do hard things. And you're good proof of that as well, Drew, because you're doing great and you're doing hard things every day. I understand that the proceeds from this book will benefit the Bennett Project. That is a nonprofit serving St. Louis area families who are also navigating pediatric cancer cases. Why did your family choose this organization?
So the Bennett Project has been very important to our family. Over the last 6 years, we have been able to go to family events where we meet other families that are unfortunately in the same situation we are, but that allows us to make friends that can all really relate to what we're dealing with. And so Drew gets to be around other cancer kids. His super sib brother gets to be around other super sibs, just like his brother Tyler. And mom and dad get to be with other moms and dads that really get this journey and what we're going through. And a lot of those Bennett Project events are just fun events, like a trunk or treat or a holiday party. And the Bennett Project also makes sure that families aren't forgotten and when they are in any stage of the journey, and treatment, after treatment, and even bereaved families are supported by the Bennett Project. And so it's just a great organization that brings all of us together as one family that none of us wanted to be a part of, but we're so glad exists for us.
Are you reaching for Snoopy? You need some cuddles from Snoopy? Go ahead. I would too, because look how sweet and soft Snoopy is. And you can see how much comfort Snoopy provides, which is beautiful that you guys have that relationship. So Drew's a busy guy. He obviously has Snoopy to take care of full time. He's a big brother. He goes to school. You're an author signing autographs. What else do you like to do in your free time?
Play video games and pickleball.
Video games and pickleball. That sounds really fun. Very good. Okay, I just have one more big question for you, Drew, before we go, because we ask all of our authors, although you might be the most famous one that we've had on Turn the Page. What is your recommendation for another children's book that you like that other people should read?
I like the How to Catch a series.
The How to Catch a series. They have everything. Dinosaurs, witches, tooth fairies, leprechauns. That's a good one. Unicorns, too. That's a great recommendation. And Drew, you have a great story, a great book that you created, and you're writing your own inspiring story as well every day. So thank you, Drew, Snoopy, and Jennifer for joining us today. And thank you as well for being here for Turn the Page with Paige. We hope to see you again soon.